we're talking about how to use Swift with Turbo modules in the new architecture of React Native. So you might have heard that the new architecture does not support Swift, but it is possible to use Swift, but you will have to write some code in Objective C, or I think it is Objective C++ which React Native uses. So you might have to write some code in Objective C, and you can write the implementation logic in Swift. So what you have to do is that first create a React Native app. Next you have to go to the iOS folder. I'm using React Native version 71.1. Go to the iOS directory and run this command bundle installed. This entire command. So here you might face an issue. First issue you might get is something related to this. So if you see this issue, then you might have to do echo 2.7.6. first check what Ruby version your project has. You can check by checking this file ruby.version, okay, and pass 2.7.6 whatever your version is, greater sign ruby dash version. Then again you have to run this in the root directory of your project. Then again go back to iOS directory and try to run this command. If you still face an issue something like this, then you might have to run bundle install dash redownload. That might solve your issue, but also check out the other answers. Your issue might be related to the other answers. Now everything out of the way, now you can cd to your iOS directory and run this command, and it should enable the new architecture. So you can check using by running yarn iOS, and it should print out fabric :true in your metro bundler. Now how to use turbo native modules with how to use Swift with turbo native modules. So first I will just follow the documentation, and this is for iOS. Swift can only be used for iOS. So first create an RTN calculator. Here they have said that create the RTN calculator outside the project, but I will be creating it inside. I'm not sure why they have mentioned it. This doesn't work for me. So I have this is my project, and I have created RTN calculator. Okay, then just create a JS folder. Don't create the iOS folder. And I have just copy pasted everything from the documentation. Okay, don't worry about the package.json.podspec or generated folder. We will look into this in some time. Now once you create the JS folder, I have just copy pasted. We are just adding two numbers. Okay, next you have to create a package.json. It should not be inside your JS folder, but it should be inside the RTN calculator folder. And I have copy pasted everything whatever has been specified over here. Next is creating the podspecs file. So I have created RTN calculator.podspec. Again, it should be a sibling to package.json, and I have copy pasted everything from there. So here you can see. Next what you have to do is that I will skip the Android thing for now. Then you have to cd into your app and run yarn add /, not /, because our RTN calculator is already inside the project folder. So run yarn add / RTN calculator. Then you have to cd .. So if you are in so my project name is rn app swift. So I will cd .. I will go to the desktop. Now I have to run. I will just copy paste this command, but my project name is different, so I will show you how it looks. So this is the command which I run in the desktop directory. Node, my app name, project name, node modules, React Native, scripts, generate code, artifacts.js. Then again here it should be your project name, and here it should be your project name, and RTN calculator is already inside my project folder. Okay, then it would generate this generated folder, so which you can see over here inside your RTN calculator. Next what you have to do is don't copy. So it mentions that create this folder, create this file inside your iOS folder, but we don't have the iOS folder. So open your Xcode, open the iOS folder in Xcode, and I have created the RTN calculator file, and just copy pasted everything from that file. Now coming back to RTN calculator.mm, make sure first you have to create an Objective C file, then you have to change the extension to .mm. This is Objective C++. I don't think there is a default template while creating a file in Xcode which directly converts to Objective C++. So you have to create an Objective C file and then make sure the extension is .mm instead of .m, otherwise you will face issues. Next, you have to create this calculator Swift file. It should be a Swift file, and it will automatically add this rn app swift dash bridging dash header. So rn app swift is my project name, so it will be whatever your project name dash bridging dash header. Okay, and our use case is that we have to add two numbers, right? So first I have defined this calculate class calculator, sorry, and you have to define this as well, add Objective C members, otherwise your Objective C++ file won't be able to import the Swift file. Then import from ns object, and I have defined a normal Swift function which take a double and returns an ns number. So this can't be a double because Objective C, we need it to map to Objective C data type. That's why it is an ns number instead of a double or an int. And in RTN calculator, I have literally copied everything from here. Okay, the only change is instead of doing the implementation details here, we are just calling the calculator file. So first you have to import this rn app swift, so your project name dash swift.h. okay, your project name dash swift.h. Then you have to create an object of your Swift file. So I have created this. Then I am calculating the sum with sum method from my Swift file. So here you can see sum. The with gets appended whenever you call an Swift method inside an Objective C file, Objective C++ file. So sum with number 1, sum with number 2, I am passing those number 1 a and b, and I am getting back the result as an ns number. Then I am sending it back to React Native. Okay, and last step would be inside your iOS folder, make sure you again add go to your project directory, again add yarn add dot slash rtn calculator, and inside your cd iOS run this command. And to use it, you can just go to your app.tsx, import it like what they have shown, and just use it. So again, this is in the documentation itself. So here you can import it like this, just do how you use it however you want. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.